Hectic week for the Wisconsin Badgers, the football team bowling in South Florida, the basketball team wrapping up the non-conference portion of the season. First things first, we will recap Saturday night's Orange Bowl as the Badger football team making its first ever postseason appearance in that game, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. We'll hear from some of the Badger football players as well. And then we'll turn our attention back to Wisconsin basketball. With the non-conference portion done, Gard's team now gets ready to resume Big Ten play on Tuesday night here at the Kohl Center against Indiana. And we'll have our weekly sit-down with the Badger basketball coach. All of that coming up on today's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
And the Badgers inbound. Kanan has it high on the left side. Tightly contested defensively by Thomas. Happ now has it. Mid-post on the right. Puts it on the floor. One dribble. Spins back his other way. Now tries the left hand. It's going to rattle in. Nice post move there by the 6'10" redshirt junior Ethan Happ. Left corner. This is a lean forward. Looking for Happ posting up. Now Davison grabs it. Fires it into Happ. Happ one-on-one with Bennett. Spins. Double team comes. Finds Ford. Left corner. Three. Good. A lean forward from Ethan Happ. And the double team came. And Happ found his teammate. McGrory left wing. McGrory defended by Perry to Pritzel. Top of the key, three is good. A Pritzel triple, and it's 32-16 Wisconsin. 2:55 and counting to go first half. Ethan Happ has it down low on the left. Kicks out to Illikainen. Right corner Ford. Step back three is in the air and good. Man, he is white hot. Iverson finds Davison. Left side, Davison lobbing back to Iverson. The alley-oop, and Iverson throws it down. Rebound to the Riverhawks. In transition, Harris right to the cup, and Iverson just swatted it out of bounds. That was a volleyball set. Look inside, caught by Ethan Happ. He's right of the paint, double team for a split second. Gets it to Davison, back inside, Happ. Flips it up right hand, and it's good.
You know, we'd like to have those guys back that got injured, but it's kind of weird now that we don't really have a scout team. You know, everyone's back and forth in first team, and I think that we're not where we want to be because there's still a lot of room to improve, but I think we're definitely excited for the task at hand that's coming up.
This is Wisconsin basketball. Stolen by Ethan Happ. Happ to the rim, and he hammers it down with the right hand. He'll drive to the goal and hammers it down. New York City, the Badgers are coming your way. This is left open, snaps off a three and drills it. Out the fourth, the three left of the circle, tie game.
The Badger Sports Report is brought to you by HyVee. Where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, HyVee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this. Was that Mike? That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
This is what collaboration looks like. This is what happens when a cardiologist in Appleton works step in step with specialists at UW Health in Madison. You see, when Terry's condition required a second opinion, his doctor turned to the cardiothoracic team at UW Health. Together, we made sure Terry got the care and the heart transplant he needed. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
That must have been some sale, Patty.
Jim just had to have it. We saved hundreds. You?
I had to have this.
Wow.
Love all of this.
It lights up everything.
Ah!
Let it pro, let it pro, let it pro with a brand new GMC. Get this low mileage lease on this GMC Acadia SLE1 for around $249 per month for 36 months. Or get $4,000 purchase cash on Acadia. We are professional grade. GMC.
At HyVee Market Grill, you'll find something for everyone. Steaks grilled to perfection, delicious pasta, wood oven flatbread pizzas, and the burgers are the best in town. Plus, you've got to try our delicious Sunday brunch. And HyVee Market grills are next to HyVee stores. So it's not like we're gonna run out of food. It's good food, good times, and we love to see people smile. So get on into HyVee Market Grill today.
From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, we welcome you to the 2017 Orange Bowl as the Wisconsin Badgers take on the Miami Hurricanes. Andy Davis in motion to the right. Hornibrook will give it to Taylor. Little delay to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. And Taylor brought down inside the 20-yard line of Miami. Snap is good. The kick is away. And the kick is good. And the Badgers have the first points. Travis Homer, the running back. Rozier, quick shot. That's intercepted by Andrew Van Ginkel. Right into his hands. He stumbles to the turf at the 23-yard line of Miami. Hornibrook out of the gun, back to throw, 5-man rush, right side pass, Danny Davis got it inside the 5-yard line, touchdown, Wisconsin. Oh, what work by the true freshman. Jonathan Taylor back in there at running back. And on the brink of the freshman record, had it briefly, lost it, trying to get it back. Toss goes to Taylor running left, and this time he'll get the record. Jonathan Taylor has passed Adrian Peterson for the freshman FBS rushing record. Hornibrook a play fake, and he'll swing it to the right. Ramish the catch at the 30, hurdles a defender inside the 25 and inside the 20-yard line. A.J. Taylor to the left, Andy Davis to the right. From the gun, Hornibrook back to throw, tosses to the left, deep, and it's caught by A.J. Taylor. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Oh, what a catch by Taylor as he defeats Sheldrick Redwine. Magali wing on the left side, play clock is at 4. Snap to Hornibrook, looking, pressured backside. He will throw over the middle, and it's caught inside the 15-yard line. Kendrick Pryor, first and goal at the Miami 5. Hornibrook to throw, looking, fires, end zone. It's caught, touchdown, Wisconsin. Danny Davis, his second touchdown catch of the half. Rozier back to throw, looking, fires over the middle, and it's intercepted in the end zone by Derek Tyndall. Welcome home, DT. He delivers with an end zone pick. 47-yard try from the left hash mark. Lines are down, here's the snap, and the kick is away, and the kick is good. And the Badgers increase their lead to 6. Rozier back in there at quarterback. Takes the snap, Badgers rushing 4, Rozier throwing, and it's broken up by Ryan Conley. Incomplete, intended for Lawrence Cager. The 40 of Wisconsin, 2nd and 10 Miami. 2 receivers right, 1 on the left. Snap to Rozier, again wants to throw. Under pressure, Alec James with the sack. Down goes Rozier. 25-yard line, 1st and 10. First down, Hornibrook to throw, drops it off left side. Jonathan Taylor the catch, flips a tackle 30, 35 to the 40-yard line and out of bounds. 10 minutes to play, 27-24, Wisconsin. Badgers on the move in Hurricanes territory, and again Hornibrook to throw. Looking, throws over the middle, and it's Fumagalli the catch inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jonathan Taylor back in there at running back. Hornibrook in the shotgun. Alex looking, steps up, throws, caught by Fumagalli inside the 10 and down to the 9-yard line. Been a quiet night for Troy, but he's getting noisy here in the 4th quarter. 3 receivers left, 2 on the right. Hornibrook in the shotgun. Surveys the Miami defense. Snap to Hornibrook, looking, throws right side. Danny Davis, touchdown! Danny Davis, his 3rd of the night. And it's a 9-point lead again for Wisconsin. Slot to the left is Braxton Berrios. Snap to Rozier, fakes the handoff, looking, now it's flushed off to his right. Chased by Van Ginkel, who gets Rozier. Whips him to the turf at the line of scrimmage, which is the Wisconsin 7 on the right. Rozier to throw, Badgers sending forward, tight pocket, the pass tipped up, and it's picked off by Ryan Conley inside the 30, brought down by Homer at the 29-yard line, and it will be an historic season for the Wisconsin Badgers. What a night for Hornibrook, 258 passing yards, that's a career high, and 4 touchdown passes as well as the Wisconsin Badgers, for the first time in program history, win 13 13 games, and they are, for the first time in program history, champions of the Orange Bowl. Final score, Wisconsin 34, Miami 24.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
Everyone wants to say what's it mean going forward, but really what it is it's a culmination of a heck of a season, and that you appreciate and you want to be a part of it. And you know, it's always good to win your last game because you can enjoy it with this group.
I think he was the same old Alex. It was just one of those nights where it was just going for him, and I just truly think he was having fun, and you could tell it. And he always is having fun. It's not like he's not having fun, but tonight you could just tell how much fun he was having, and it was so awesome to see. Just see him cutting it loose and just having a blast. It makes the whole offense have more fun, and it's just really proud of him and the way he played.
When he's on, and you know the trust that he has with our receivers. You know that connection that they have. You know it's second to none. You know he knows where to put the ball at. He knows what receivers can make what plays.
I think I just kind of knew from the start that we were going to be able to execute on those plays and just really put all my trust in the guys around me, and we were able to play well today.
Pretty much all year, I did a pretty good job of having them tight coverages, making them catches. So tonight I just want to make sure I came down with it, and they did a good job of punching the ball out. I watched it on film, so just make sure I want to get 2 hands on it, secure it, and come down with it.
I told him all the plays that he made, nobody handed them to him. He had to make them himself. There was some else on behind him. He had to grab over people, but he did a great job of competing. So did AJ and Kendrick.
It was cool. You know, it was special to end the season the right way, and 13 wins, first time in school history. Just had a blast all this year with everybody on this team. It's been great.
The leadership on this team is special, and it's been special all year long. And you know, we had some adversity early in the game, and guys just kept battling. We made adjustments as you have to do in every bowl game, and just proud of the way our guys competed and capped this season off the right way.
It was special, man. As soon as I ran out there, I tried to take a look around, soak everything in. That was my last college game, and it was very special. It was a lot of fun.
It means a lot to me. These coaches do a great job putting us in position to succeed and to get after the quarterback or drop back. They really do a great job of coaching us up and making sure we know what our job is and how we're going to attack them.
It's such an up and down game. You know, I think we fought hard all day, and the confidence never was gone. So that's kind of credit to this team all year.
I just know we needed a spark, and I just took the chance. I was like, man, I can make a play right here, and I just took it. It was lit. You know, I got to help my team out. That's the most meaningful part to me.
Extremely blessed, man. Just thankful. You know, if it's one word, it's gratitude. You know, just very privileged and thankful to see my family.
And you can say that all day, but at the end of the day, I'm proud of these guys. I'm proud to have been a part of it, and I'm really fortunate to have been able to grow this year and have these guys to do it with. I mean, this is the closest group of guys I've ever been around, and to help them and have them win 13 games and be a part of that was an amazing feeling.
Most people don't know that UW Health and the University of Wisconsin are national leaders in the field of kidney transplant. They provide new life for those who will likely die without a transplant, and they assure a normal life for those who donate. I would know. I donated a kidney, and together, we saved a life.
UW Health, remarkable.
When it comes to holiday shopping, my wife loves style. My son is all about technology, and my daughter, she just loves horses. Don't you just love one-stop shopping? I do.
Ring in the holidays with Buick.
Get up to 25% below MSRP on most 2017 luxury SUV models. That's nearly $10,500 on this Buick Envision Essence. Experience the new Buick this holiday season.
At HyVee Market Grill, you'll find something for everyone. Steaks grilled to perfection, delicious pasta, wood oven flatbread pizzas, and the burgers are the best in town. Plus, you've got to try our delicious Sunday brunch. And HyVee Market Grills are next to HyVee stores, so it's not like we're gonna run out of food. It's good food, good times, and we love to see people smile. So get on into HyVee Market Grill today.
That must have been some sale, Patty.
Jim just had to have it. We saved hundreds. You?
I had to have this.
Wow.
Love all of this.
It lights up everything.
Let it pro, let it pro, let it pro with a brand new GMC. Get this low mileage lease on this GMC Acadia SLE1 for around $249 per month for 36 months. Or get $4,000 purchase cash on Acadia. We are professional grade. GMC.
Pruitt out front, glides to the left side, ball screen Simmons. Pruitt spinning, knocked away by Iverson, and then plucked away by Happ. Almost knocked free from Ethan on his knees, finds Ford. And here comes Davison, splits two defenders to the front court for the Badgers. Throwing to Happ to the line, Happ spinning low on the left, up and in off the glass. Iverson left side, throwing to Happ, refeeds Iverson, slam dunk. Give and go, Khalil Iverson sends it down hard.
The non-conference season now done. The Badgers getting ready to resume Big Ten play. Remember, it's already with 2 games under its belt, the Wisconsin Badgers, 1 win and 1 loss, and getting back into conference play on January 2nd against Indiana. But Greg, as you've gone through this much documented, rugged non-conference schedule, it's been a deal where you've had a lot of young guys who've had to learn on the fly. And as you've navigated through this schedule, have you gotten a sense here, at least in the last couple of weeks or so, that your younger guys are really starting to get a grip of what it is you're looking for at both ends of the floor?
Yeah, I think I've seen more consistency, and that's the one thing that, specifically with younger guys, you always watch the barometer go up and down, so to speak. Figure it out some possessions and then have a few miscommunications on other possessions. But I think by and large we're starting to take some steps forward in that regard in terms of being more consistent, specifically on the defensive end. And obviously we kind of had to hit the reset button in the backcourt when Dimitrik and Kobe got hurt. So that's set back maybe the development because we've plugged 2 new guys in that hadn't been in that role before. But by and large, more practice time has helped us get more consistent. I think that's been the biggest thing, is we got through that 10-game stretch where they were game after game and minimal time in between to really work on us. More time spent on getting ourselves better has helped.
And you were talking earlier this week on your radio show about, as an example of defensive end, how to handle ball screens. It might sound like a little thing, but it really isn't that little, is it?
Right, and they're so prevalent in the game today. And I think the one thing that I've noticed is it's much easier to transition to the college game offensively as a player than what it is defensively. And I think that's it's much harder than it appears in terms of all the communication that has to go on, all the exchanging of ball screens at times that it has to go on, where we are on the floor with it, those type of things. Scouting report specific, that also plays into it. So it's a learning process, and doing it in practice and watching it on film and seeing it on maybe a dry erase board or one thing, to be able to execute it live in a game in a matter of thinking on the fly. That takes a little. The repetition is usually the best thing that I found that helps that. Usually our best defensive teams have been our most experienced teams because they've had a lot of repetition, a lot of experience at doing it somewhat the wrong way and growing through that. And then as they get older and more experience, more reps, figuring that out and becoming more consistent.
You mentioned the scouting report. Certainly your program has general principles. You talk about it, this being about ourselves, as you would say, and yet I've got to think for a young player, there's an adjustment period there. Certainly in high school you do to an extent, but it's ramped up. That's a part of it too, just remembering tendencies of players that you either talk about or you see on film or both.
Right, that and doing it every possession. I think one thing high school players come to college with, what they don't have is an appreciation for how every possession is important, every possession is vital. So taking that mindset and being focused and doing it the right way every single possession, because you're playing against teams and individuals that if you don't do it the right way, they're going to make you pay for it. So there is a lot of, like I said, experience is usually the best teacher.
This is the time of year where the campus is quiet on semester break. Through the years, I've talked to players, and it's kind of odd. They're taking care of their business, going to practice every day, playing games, but the campus doesn't have the vibrancy that it normally would. But talking to some of your guys, they're good with it. It's been a rugged schedule. We talk about the teams you're playing, and on the road, the pressure of finals. They seem to be pretty cool with the fact that it's basketball and more basketball until the next semester begins.
Right, and I think that'll really help us as we can really focus on, as we get through, obviously, into the new year here and have maybe an extra day or two in between games now and then to really lock in on ourselves and not have to worry about leaving the gym early to get to class or somebody arriving late from class. Up until, mid-late January, we can focus on just basketball, as you mentioned, and really dial in and try to brush up and fine-tune things ourselves.
And the Big Ten games I mentioned resuming on the 2nd with Indiana coming here. Indiana with a new coach in Archie Miller. They've had a couple of spotlight victories. They've had some other tough outings. But anytime, if it's specific to Indiana or in general, when there's a coaching change, certainly you're familiar with some of the personnel. But do you and whoever has the scout for IU, you look back at Dayton video when Miller was there?
To some extent we can, but I think by the time, obviously, we have 2 months of film on Indiana and looking at personnel. I've seen them briefly as we prepared for them, and prior to that, just watching them when you catch them when they're on TV. The talent is there. The names are still very familiar. They got a couple guys, one back from injury, Colin Hartman back from last year that was hurt. But they're adjusting to how Archie wants to play and what he demands, and going through that learning experience. Even though they have returning players, they're still trying to learn on the fly as well in terms of a different system. But we'll have enough in terms of looking at Indiana film from November and December to be able to prepare and maybe take a sneak peek back. But by and large, we'll focus on the team specifically that we're going to play if we have enough file or footage, so to speak, which we should.
And I imagine you don't really talk about the record. You just mentioned they have players you're familiar with and players with a lot of talent. Indiana generally does.
Yes, so you don't have to watch them very long until they are pretty talented.
All right, Badgers back home on the 2nd of January against Indiana. Then after that game, a lot of time on the road in the month of January, including a 3-game road swing for Wisconsin as Big Ten play resumes. Coach returns in a couple of minutes with the Great Day and Great Question of the Week. Stay with us.
When it comes to holiday shopping, my wife loves style. My son is all about technology, and my daughter, she just loves horses. Don't you just love one-stop shopping? I do.
Ring in the holidays with Buick. Get up to 25% below MSRP on most 2017 luxury SUV models. That's nearly $10,500 on this Buick Envision Essence. Experience the new Buick this holiday season.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this.
Was that Mike?
That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
This is what collaboration looks like. This is what happens when a cardiologist in Appleton works step in step with specialists at UW Health in Madison. You see, when Terry's condition required a second opinion, his doctor turned to the cardiothoracic team at UW Health. Together, we made sure Terry got the care and the heart transplant he needed. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
The Badger Sports Report is brought to you by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Time for this week's Great Dane Great Question of the Week. And Sarah up in Stevens Point checking in this week wants to know, Coach, while they recover from their injuries, can Demetri Trice and Kobe King stay really engaged, practices, meetings, even travel? Is that part of what they can do?
Well, Sarah, thanks for your question. And yes, they can, and we will have them traveling with us. Obviously, for one reason, to keep them engaged and with the team, but also from a rehab standpoint. Our trainer, Henry, will be with us on all the trips, so he'll be able to put them through their rehab sessions in the hotel rooms and at the practice facilities when we're there. So it's both are on schedule in terms of their rehab. So we're just we'll use those times and maybe miss a little practice time if they're not here on the court watching us go through practice, and they're in with Henry in the training room. He's probably got them grimacing a little bit or going through some type of rehab to make them get better as fast as possible.
Yeah, Henry Perez-Guerra, longtime athletic trainer, he'll watch him like a hawk. But he's a guy that players say it every year, and we bring it up with reason. They're with those guys. If it's strength and conditioning with Eric and especially Henry, they spend more time with those guys than really
they do
you.
Because they're in there before practice. A lot of times, obviously, the older guys are getting taped. Freshmen are in braces for their ankles, and then and then after practice, whether it's just preventative, just a lot of preventative things. Let alone if you have, everybody's got injuries at some point in time. You're always getting things taken care of. So they do spend a lot of time with both Eric and Henry.
All right, under the good care of those two guys. Sarah, thanks for your question. The Great Dane with the northern location up in Wausau, 4 in the Madison area, east side of town, downtown Fitchburg, as well as Hilldale. Back into Big Ten play as the Badgers host Indiana on Tuesday, January 2nd, as conference play really gets rolling once again. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Honoring all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. Every division, every sport, the Learfield Directors Cup. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook, find us online and on Twitter. The Learfield Directors Cup.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this.
Was that Mike?
That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
A pulse, felt by one, sends a ripple, felt by some. A shiver, felt by many, until it amplifies, magnifies into a tremor that electrifies. Badgers everywhere, moving as one, tilting the world on its axis.